I'm putting my phone in this holder here real quick because I'm not even going to look at the camera or the phone as long as it doesn't fall off. So uh, glad if you're watching. You're probably not watching right now because I see no one watching, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. So I was just informed that my claims that I filed was declined, meaning I have like three options. Um, one of them is filing a short-term disability. The other one is going on leave of absence without getting paid at all. The third option is to come back to work on as scheduled, back to normal duty. Um, I already kind of figured it, it was going to happen, just didn't know when. Uh, it's been the same. Uh, it's been the same decisions that's been made since I got hurt the first time. So I don't get it. Um, I mean, I get it as a business standpoint, but I don't get it as in uh, not really caring about the actual person. And people may not know my personality or me myself. I'm a very open person, and the conversation I had when it was told to me what was going on, I'm like, okay, uh, this isn't right. Like, you guys know, they might not, but you guys know what I've been through. Maybe not, they don't know the whole context of everything, and that makes perfect sense. I get it. It's not possible for them to know that, but if it's been going on for a year, like, you're gonna know something. Like, this doesn't seem right for the person. I'm not talking about. I mean, of course, I'm talking about me because that's what's going on, but I'm not talking about me in general the whole way because this is not just me that it happens to. It's not just one business that does it either. It's a bunch of businesses, and they all pretty much do the same, which is basically look out for the return investment that they have higher. Makes perfect sense. Understand, but when you go through a lot of pain and suffering, uh, you know, whatever it takes to start feeling better. And for me, I've been doing everything that I can do to make myself feel better, and I'm not there yet. I know I'm not there. I wouldn't lie about it. Like, I've now hurt myself at work twice, um, and both times I've been shafted. Um, and then this is the third. Like, this is, I mean, I'm not fired. I do have that option to just come back to work and just go back as normal. And I remember when that happened the last time, it was not a good thing because I, of course, obtained the same symptoms, hurt myself the same way. It might not have been the exact same spot, but it hurt the same way because it just started to build up. But me, I come to work. That's what I do. I show up. Punctuality has always been the thing that I've done since I was younger, and I hate being late. I do. Me, yeah, we're talking. If you're talking about like events, if you're talking about like a soccer game, something like that, that's totally different. I'm talking about business aspect, job opportunities, stuff like that. Like, I want to be there well ahead of time, even before other people. But that's another thing that people don't see. They don't see what really goes on. They just see the little snippets, the little tiny microseconds throughout the day, and they can't piece it together because they don't know the glue that holds the context together. So, uh, let you know what's going on. So, I'm going to show up. I have to. It's my job, doctor restrictions about that. I was just making me think. Like, it stopped at a really perfect time because I was like, I was gonna ramble on about it, but it's just what it is. Like, I'm going to be here. I have to show up. I have to do my job. And if it happens, I hope not. I totally hope not. But if it happens that I hurt myself again, I'll have to go back through the same process, which is I go see my doctor or I go to the ER because I'm hurting, and they probably will give me, an IV full of stuff to help me calm my back nerves and spasms and blah, 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 whatever else is hurting at that time. I'll be out of work for that period of time. I won't get paid for it unless I use my own PTO because they don't pay for me to be hurt. And on top of that, since I'm out of work, the only thing I can do is stay home and rest during that period of time, how long that is. It literally could be a day or two. Never know. I could just show up and say, "Hey, I'm hurting." Like when I get home, I'll really know once I wake up tonight how I'm feeling. Well, not tonight. Tomorrow night. I'll seriously know how I'm feeling at that time. Um, no doubt about it. I might feel good. I mean, that might be a good day for me. I might be able to do all the things that they asked me to do. I honestly don't know. I haven't been able to do that for a long time. It's been over 6 months, I believe now. So it's it's more of a struggle than people think. When you have to lay down and go to bed to sleep for the night, sometimes you wake up because you're hurting. I have to wear a CPAP mask because I have sleep apnea. So like that right there too is is a uh, sometimes factor of me waking up because I might not feel like I'm getting enough air while I'm breathing through the mask. And I'll throw it off, and then I'll wake up, and then I'll have to use the restroom, and then I might stay up for, I don't know, 20 minutes to try to go back and lay down. It's just me, and I don't know. That's just the some parts of what goes on. Sometimes I'll go to sleep, and then I'll wake up because I have cramps in my legs, like full blown cramps that sometimes make me cry. Like I cry because of it. I'm not ashamed that I go through this. I'm not. I don't think I would ever wish that upon anyone to feel the way that I do sometimes. Like it's a never ending thing, and I never know what it's going to be like the next day. And that's just without doing normal work. Um, I'll figure that out. Like, I have no option to do anything else at this second because filing the paperwork, I have to call them and try to reopen it to see if they can help me to accommodate me in whatever needs that they have allowed to me. Uh, so that is just one thing. Uh, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if they really fully understand what is going on, so they're not really able to fully assist me in that manner. So, like, I have to go through their process, and they have a criteria set up to do whatever it is. So I have to abide by those rules because it's their rules, not mine, theirs. So going through the process of being hurt, and I mean, we tell you, there's a guy that just came back. He was gone for 6 months. We call him Big Mike. He's a good dude. He works his ass off. I know he does. Not only that, he's a really good person. Like, he has to take care of his mom. Like, and that already alone, when you're a little bit older, taking care of your mom who's a little bit older, of course, um, want to do it. So he just came back after being gone for 6 months. Um, has all sorts of issues, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to get to that point. I know what my options are. I know what I need to do, and I'm so glad I'm saying this because I might sit in the vehicle for a little bit and switch over to Wi-Fi and it'll reconnect, and then I'll just keep going. But life is very fickle. It really is. Like, one moment you could be on this uh, train going up the mountain, ready to go down, and then once you think you get to the top, there's more to go, um, and that's great. It's just another challenge to complete, right? Um, but my options are really just to go back to work, uh, try to refile this accommodation, maybe reiterate it, maybe try to get more information because they didn't work with me at all on what I needed to give them besides a doctor's note. One doctor's note. I wasn't able to provide anything from a physical therapist. I wasn't able to provide anything else. Personally, no personal information or what's going on. Looking at the information from my doctor that was released, like, so it's really all out of my hands. It's really all up to their determination. So I'm going to handle this. I got this. And until some reason that stops me from being able to work, I know my options then too. You know, it's get better, get a job, keep going. Like, that is the only alternative that I have. Um, the Amazon business, eBay, all the other stuff that I'm doing, still going to try to continue. Now, mind you, I might have to use the money if anything goes down, if I'm out, I can't work, and whatever happens, like, I have to use that money. I have to. Like, um, there's no options of anything else. Today, I'm going to try to call um, Amazon seller support so I can get a report in. So um, I don't hopefully don't get suspended because of my bad cancellation rate. I only have one cancellation, but my merchant fulfilled is in its infancy. I just started it because of Q4, and I am almost home now. I was sitting in the parking lot and I got cut off a little bit, so it takes about 20 minutes to get home. Uh, Sometimes 16, 15. It just really depends, but I'm really hoarse today. I haven't even drank any water since about 2 hours ago. And then after having the conversation with management, I'm kind of parched. Pretty sure my kids already went to school, but it's, it's going to be some fun times. I I still love the fact that I have this opportunity to even have a job. Like, really, I'm serious. You might not believe me. You might even watch this one time and think this is all horseshit. That um, not everything you see on YouTube. Looks like I'm gonna have to go. My wife's standing outside. So this